John, but I'll go first because I want to talk to you about a team out west, the Nashville Predators. Last year in the second half, they absolutely turned on the Jets. Then they go to the offseason, they add all this firepower, they spend all this money, but it hasn't translated into scoring, specifically at 5-on-5 so far this season. What's the biggest hurdle that they're struggling to overcome at even strength?
At the end of the day, when people ask me about their introduction into analytics, a lot of times it's a really kind of captain obvious moment. It's the slot at both ends. It's really the interior. These aren't new concepts. Owning the middle of the ice defensively or offensively, it leads to more success than less success, especially at 5-on-5. And currently what we're seeing a team that struggles to score at 5-on-5. I mean, currently their power play is sitting 9th in the league, and that took a while to get going. They're at 22%. Their PK has been outstanding, but at 5-on-5, they're a -18. And it starts mainly because their offense doesn't sustain enough of those secondary attacks. They've got a ton of zone time, top 5, 6 in the league in zone time. But at the end of the day, you could be perimeter. You could skate into the first, second row and end up in the popcorn vendor's feet. But the reality is, if you do not get to the interior, you could even go, like I mentioned on Morning Cup of Coffee, the Jackie Moon style of interior play, where you kick it in, they kick it out, right? Like, that's the thing. You need to affect the defensive zone structure. And right now, whether it be in the rush, whether it be an ozone play cycle, whatever you want to call it, we will see very evident clips where there are situations where they just do not get to the interior. So let's fire up these clips, Pat, and we're going to see like a lot of one and done situations. They shoot for rebounds often, but watch this. As a third, fourth guy on the rush, you got to read where those rebounds go, right? Sissons is inside dots. If he goes dot lane, he's got to tap in. Here's another odd man rush. Evangelista's got to move his feet and attack the inside. He doesn't. So he's forcing himself in a shoot for rebound situation. Jankowski's too tight. No offense, Alex Carrier. Great kid. Coached him. But you got to kick that out and you got to move. If not, you're wasting opportunities to create. Again, Evangelista, send it wide, but also the other guy's got to match his speed. One and done. There's nothing to the interior, even if there was a rebound. So on that situation, hold the puck. Here's an aerial pass. Sorry to pick on Evangelista here. Move your feet. It's a 3-1 game. You pull up and you don't move your feet. Guess where you are? You're outside dots again. If you do not get to the inside, nothing good comes. Here, you steal on a forecheck. What's the next play? When you steal on forecheck, pucks have to get to the slot. It's almost a blind automatic that must happen. Here, Zach Lehrer could pop into the pocket of space right now. He goes for the cycle. It's a one and done. So those secondary chances aren't there. Watch this rim release. Watch this easy box out. No one in sight at the net front. However, and here's one last one. We all like our set face-off plays, but when they don't happen, move your feet and create another quick strike instead of funneling and hoping. Here is what they have done at 5-on-5 recent. Second period stretch play. Watch battle win it to the point, and get a stacked screen for deflections. If you're going to shoot from the point, you need those. Watch down here. Good little work by McCarron. He finds Cole Smith. Where? In the slot. Net presence again by Zach Lehrer. Watch Zach Lehrer again. He's a gritty pain in the ass to coach against. Early low to high. What do you have? Stacked screens. So if you don't have the pass to the slot, if you don't have the shot to the slot, you need those stacked screens. And those aren't happening nearly enough.
Couldn't agree more. And if you really want your head to explode, John Butchergross put this out there today from Barry Trotz in a radio interview this morning on 102.5 The Game in Nashville. Quote, "If we don't get it going, then I'm going to start our rebuild plan." It's been that kind of start for the Nashville Predators.
What's up, hockey fans? If you enjoyed that video, then you need to be hitting the subscribe button right here at Daily Faceoff. Exclusive interviews and analysis from our hockey insider Frank Seravalli, fantasy updates from Brock Sagan, and a daily live show at noon Eastern, Monday through Friday. You don't want to miss any of the fantastic content, so hit that subscribe button.